Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing part 4 of evolving a custom solar system from birth to death. So, if you remember last episode, our star Rigel is getting pretty intense now. As we can see, the inner solar system here is not in good shape. And we also had our absolute turmoil in the outer solar system where the dominant gas giant was completely ejected from the brown dwarf, moving more inwards. And the outer solar system is still in pretty big turmoil as well. So as you can see, not too great. And also, if you can hear any background noise, I do apologise. It's quite hot where I am at the moment, so I have to have the windows open, and therefore you can hear some vehicles going past. So I do apologise for that. But without further ado, let's get rolling. So here we are. Now, Rigel today, it's going to meet its end. It's already in the red giant. Oh, it's going to become a super giant at this rate. It's already at 0.2 AU. Now, it depends how large the game will let us make the star, but we will see. So, I'm going to let things run for a bit, and you guys all know the drill. Once we've had enough evolution time, the star will get even more intense. So, we're going to see how things play out. And also the orbits. Keep an eye on the brown dwarf, because that brown dwarf has been causing trouble since day one of this solar system. So, not looking good. So let's see how things actually turn out here. So we can see the orbits are still changing. That brown dwarf has just caused absolute turmoil. And it will for the end of, or till the end of this system, which will be today. So we will see how this all plays out. Look at that poor ice giant getting slung around the Avaka planet here. That's not looking too great. Not good at all. We've also got this other one, Ander here, another great looking ice giant. But yeah, the ice giants have had a really bad run in this system, and they've not been able to hold a nice orbit, and they've been torn around constantly over and over again. So not good. Anyway, so the star, as we know, the process, the luminosity is nowhere near as bright as I think it should be. I think at this point it should be almost 10,000. We're going to give it a huge swing on size. We're going to double its radius as well. Obviously save the system, because as soon as you start making stars over 1 AU, things get pretty wild. And as we can see here, it's almost going to engulf the first of the planets. So we're going to press play and just start to see as things get very, very chaotic. The inner solar system is not going to be around for much longer, as that whole system is getting engulfed. Yeah, I think this is Rigel. It's got 21 masses of the sun. This thing is going to be going to Antares kind of size here, at least, which is a red supergiant. So this thing's getting pretty big, and Antares sits at what, 4.1. So the whole inner system is going to be destroyed by that eventually. So not looking good. Poor old Rigel, not going to be around too much longer, as it has got a lot of mass, so it will burn a lot faster. So there you go, not too good at all. Let's keep an eye on the temperatures of the inner system here. Oh, what has happened there? Something has just had its orbit bent, and I think it's on a crash course. I don't know, it's going to be... I think that's going in. So what happened to this planet here? I don't even know where this has come from. Is this an outer region object? I'm not sure who this was, actually, but as you can see... Oh, no, it is hanging on the very edges of the star. Let's see how that slings by, because it looks like its orbit is ridiculously close there, and the next time the star evolves, that is going in. So as we can see here, it is sitting... Oh, it's gone. It actually fell in that time, so it has been destroyed. Rigel's first victim. So some eccentric orbit. Bang. Gone. So not good. And that we're going to further increase the luminosity zone, because things are getting crazy now. I think the temperature of the star probably does need to decrease as well. So I'm not sure why it's increasing, but Rigel's just being weird. Remember, stars are not the easiest objects to tame in the game, and they can be a little troublesome sometimes, so not good. How's our inner system doing now? I mean, this is just yeah, not good. The tidy lock well though, oh yeah, 2200 on there. Everyone else in the multi-thousands, a world of light, 3000 there, massive greenhouse effect on there. Pascal there, not looking good either. I mean, the whole inner system, even in towards the outer system now, I mean, it's not looking great. I mean, look, even the Giga planet here, 164 degrees. The world of water, this one must have got bent and buckled at some point. Its orbit didn't used to be like that. Was 6b, one of the remaining sort of dominant gas giant now, as the original one was lost. So this one and Giga are the only two. Well, this is the most dominant gas giant at this point in the system, if you take the brown dwarf out of the equation. Look at its average temperature, it's completely broken. What's going on there? But look, even the outer system, 36 degrees on that one there. So, how are we looking? Yeah, look, slowly warming up. Even Empher here, as the star does increase. So we can see the ice giants are starting to receive temperature now. So, not too good. Oh yeah, that thing's skyrocketing. 420-year orbit, sitting at 150 AU, and it is receiving temperature. So, pretty wild stuff there. Rigel getting very, very intense. But I think a turn... Going to keep saving here. Again, evolution evolves fast in the red giant, super giant phase, I should say, with a star like this. So things are changing fast. Now I think in a big upgrade here, I'm almost wanting to double this. I think this should just go absolutely berserk here. But we'll do it the slower way. But remember, we do need to save because star is going to destroy all those inner planets. They are all going to get absolutely berserked here. Going up to 1.2 AU. How big can it go? Because it's going to be big. 3 AU. I think luminosity needs to be just stupidly ridiculous now. I don't have 90,000. Something like 40,000. Surface temperature's dropping, so it properly is going red giant mode now. Maybe make it a little more red as well. We're going to throw a save in because it seems to be running at the moment. Because remember, when you make a star this big, things get pretty ridiculous. 3 AU, I think that's a respectable supergiant size. You can see one of the collisions of the stars being engulfed there. So the closest planet to the star is now this. So the whole original inner solar system is long gone. Even Pascal didn't make it there, so not looking good. The world of dirt, though, that may survive. Don't know about the explosion of the star, though, but not looking too great. What's happened to this world here? I think this was supposed to be an Earth-like candidate, was it? I'm not sure what happened to this thing. What's underneath that atmosphere? Oh dear. Well, it has got some kind of conditions on it at the moment. It's got water on it. Has it actually got a life likelihood stat? It does. So the only potential life place at the moment is this, but its orbit is not secure. So I'm not sure about this world really lasting too much longer. Let's thin that down a bit. There you go. So this green one, I think we set this up to be an Earth-like a long time ago. But as its orbit swings by the red zone, things are not going to be looking too great for this guy. So look at that zone there. Okay, you get cold now, but as soon as we approach Rigel at its closest point, you're going straight into lava territory there. Look at it changing as the seasons go. That is a very ridiculous season. Oh dear. Even one of the gas giants here, the dominant gas giant, is actually in the path of the star's absolute blast here. The dominant gas giant looking pretty cool with the temperature added to it as well. Look how cool it looks when heat arrives on this thing. Look at this. So it approaches the star, the temperature increases. It already has a cool lava sort of effect on it, a hot glowing effect with the way it's designed. But when you actually add temperature to it, it really does look pretty extreme. Look at it now. Oh yeah. Slings by the star there. Oh yeah, pretty crazy. So Rigel, how big can it go? Is the question now. I don't think it's going to be going to hypergiant phase, but it's definitely a supergiant now. Bigger than what the red giant sun will ever be, so pretty extreme stuff. Even the outer solar system, how we're looking over here, furthest planets out. I mean, Vaca here's got a very extreme orbit. Watch as that slings by and increases in temperature there. It's going to be pretty extreme. See it sling by. Goes up into the positive temperatures, up into the 300s, I think I saw there. How's it handed? And this is a little more of a consistent orbit. As it slings by, does it receive any temperature? It does a little bit, okay. Brown dwarf though, oh, wouldn't it be great to see that come face to face with the star, but unfortunately its orbit is too far away for anything to happen. If this collided with the star, I think the whole thing would detonate straight away though. That's 50 masses of Jupiter you're slinging into that star. I don't think that would, the star would appreciate that. I think the star would definitely go bang with a collision of that size. But let's continue. So again, it's running fairly straightforward now. There you go. I think today what we're going to do as well, we haven't done one of these before. I think our star is going to become a black hole. We don't often do black holes. No, I think we've done a pulsar or something before. We normally do white dwarfs for this series. But, you know, I'm feeling a black hole today. I'm thinking, you know, we could have one sun mass retain into a black hole at the end of this. So, should be pretty interesting. We will see. So, how big can we go? Let's continue. Can we go up to 4? Is it run? Oh, so it engulfs someone else there. That's gone. The world of... Oh, that world there. Oh, yeah. That thing is sitting right on the edge of everything there. Let's increase further. How big can it go? Normally the game gets very unstable when you make things this big, but I think it's because we got more mass that it's allowing us to do this, because if you do it with a low mass star, it pops. So if you've got enough mass, it looks like it allows you to make the stars bigger. So, good tip to know for the future there. How big can it go? 5? I think we're pushing the hypergiant barrier now. Surely. I mean, let's compare it to Canis Majoris, right? Which is probably like the entry level sort of size these days as a hypergiant star. I mean, it's bigger than Betelgeuse, and that's a supergiant. So this probably is a hypergiant now. And we think we may have overshot Rigel a bit here. Canis Majoris. It's not as big as Canis. I don't think it deserves to be as big as Canis Majoris. Yeah, I mean, that one has 17 masses of the sun, so potentially Rigel could be that big, but, you know, I'm feeling, you know, I don't think so. You know what, though? So, Canis Majoris sits at, what, 6'6", doesn't it? This is 5'9". I'm feeling, you know, how big can it creep? Because the whole inner solar system is gone. And look how red it is. Oh. The ice giant. I thought that was the ice giant orbit for a second. No, the world of water is about to go on an absolute berserk path here, slinging by that star at that range. Dearie me. And I'm thinking now the luminosity should be just something ridiculous. Not that high, but 90,000. I think, you know, I don't think we should push any higher than that. You know, give it something. We're going really ridiculous today because we haven't done a hypergiant in one of these birth to deaths before. So, I think we've done supergiants, but we've never gone to a hypergiant because the game never lets us go that big. But Rigel is at peak size now. There's no way we're making it any bigger. And it's the dominant gas giant's right on the edge of the star's sort of boundary. Look at all that material flying around the star as well. That's all from the destroyed stuff it's collided with. So, that is basically the end of everything at this point. You know, the star is not getting any bigger. It is about to go bang at this point. So, the next stage of things. I mean, how's this world doing? It's still at 1. Yeah, even the luminosity zone can't get that far. But even though most of the outer stuff here is actually receiving temperature now. You know, the ice giants here. Oh, those orbits. And the brown dwarf is still causing problems. Even at this point, you know, that brown dwarf is still bending and bashing orbits around and causing chaos in there. But the question is, will it survive the star's explosion? I want to say it will, but we will see. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to save this version of Rigel, so I'm going to call it the Birth to Death Rigel, so the B to D as we call it. So I'm going to save that as Birth to Death Rigel. So, there you go. Now, what I'm going to do is, as we know, if we detonate a star, it will not generate a black hole for us or anything for us. So we need to manually replace. So we're going to go over 1 solar mass black hole. I think that's a respectable sort of size. So that's now the black hole. So everything will orbit that black hole now. Now, what you ask is, where's the star explosion? Well, we now have to manually re-input Rigel. So, Birth to Death Rigel. We place Rigel right on top of the black hole. So, effectively, the black hole is spawned out of the star. So, we place Rigel right in the middle there. So, that's sitting right on top of the black hole. And then all we need to do is slow down the time, because we do not want this to be running at stupid speeds. I'm going to put down to, you know, something very small. The star explosion will already be a fairly decent size here. And then all we need to simply do is press the explode button. Press it on Rigel, like that. And there you go. So Rigel has been detonated. The star will disappear as soon as we press play. So, who's ready for the destruction? I'm feeling we need to get a good view of this. So where are we thinking? I'm thinking maybe Ander here. Well, sitting on the outer regions, watching this star go berserk, because you can already see at this distance, there's not much going to be surviving this. So, maybe the ice giant is a good... Maybe we are a safe view. It's got 18 masses of Earth. Will it survive a star blast from this distance? We will see. So we're going to slow down time, press play, and there you go. Bang! It's a shame it didn't play out slower, but that's normally the way we do it. So there you go. So the thing has gone absolutely boom. Now, what will survive? It's annoying. I don't know why not anything's orbiting the black hole. It should be orbiting the black hole, because we replaced the original star with the black hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a simple system auto-orbit, because they should be orbiting the black hole. See, that's the problem with the game that I really wish they would sort, is, you know, when a star explodes, it should generate a black hole for you, and then everything should orbit that. You shouldn't have to manually input it. It is a bit annoying that you have to do it this way, but it's the closest we can do. So there we go. So I've just auto-orbited it. This is the best we're going to get. So the orbits have been reset, but I guess that makes sense because the black hole doesn't have as much mass as the star, so obviously some of the orbits will be a little wonky from that, especially when the brown dwarf is still in there. But, you know, let's see how things play out, and let's see if stuff will survive this explosion. It looks like, I don't know, none of the objects are really reacting to it, so that's a bit disappointing. I'm thinking maybe we'll restart, because I'm not too keen on the way that's turned out. I mean, look, we just press play. Yeah, the rocky planet should be destroyed from that, no question. They should be absolutely gone from that. And the fact that they just survived the explosion at that range, yeah, I'm not so keen on that. I think that's a little dodgy, so that's why we save, everybody. So we can go back. Now what I'm thinking this time is maybe we blow the star up before we place the black hole in and just see how we do. So obviously we know this is going to generate a black hole. Look at the size of this monster. So it's a little, it's detuned a little bit. We'll pull it back to where it roughly was. So 6, it was roughly, was it 7.4, wasn't it? Roughly there. 7.8, okay, fine. So star's at peak size. Now I'm going to slow down time for obvious reasons. So we're going to put it down to a couple of hours here. Minutes. Maybe we'll be able to watch it a little better. Press explode when we're playing, and there you go. So you get your detonation a little better than having it all having it just explode into a massive cloud shower. So I'm hoping that this will simulate a better explosion than the original one we just did. So I'm going to place a black hole. Obviously that goes in the center. That's the new object that spawned out of this star. We're going to press all to orbit straight away as well, just to get everyone in line. There you go. So that's the best we can get, unfortunately, because the game doesn't do it for us. So black hole sitting in the middle. And obviously the star is gone. That is that. Press play. Now I'm hoping that this will generate more action for us. So let's see how this works. So we're going to look from this star. We're traveling at a couple minutes. So as soon as we speed up things a bit, we should start to see temperature rise. And it is. This is the only world that had any potential life left. And as you can see, disintegration is definitely happening here. That nova is gone. Yeah. That's what we wanted to see. That's how it should be. I mean, at this point, this is a hypernova. A star like that exploding, this is going to be an extremely big explosion, and I don't think much is going to survive this. We will see, though. So there you go. That's a huge star. It's just gone. Look, that is being just absolutely withered away. The last ice giant, how's that going to survive? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a proper nice explosion. That's probably the best explosion we've had in quite a while in one of these episodes. What will survive? I'm seeing a lot of name tags disappear. Look at how bright it is. It was a big star, granted. So, bang. And there's a humongous, just boom, there you go, bang, there you go. So what is actually remaining in here? We've got a decent lineup, actually. Yeah, I'm not so sure that should have survived. It's a hypernova. So we're going to just manually delete that, because I don't think, there's no way any of those Rockies would have survived. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. The gas giants, okay, maybe, but the Rockies, you know, I don't even think gas giants should be surviving this, I have to say. Maybe the brown dwarf. Maybe that's the only thing that survives this, but, you know, I don't think even this gas giant, dominant gas giant at that range, I don't think that would survive a blast radius of a hypernova. Remember, this isn't just a normal super, this is a hyper. This was an enormous star that has just gone bang. There's no way any of this stuff. In the brown dwarf, would that have survived? Would it have just made it become a star in itself, collecting extra material? I do not know the answer to that. Maybe you guys can let me know what you think in the comments. Would the brown dwarf have survived and picked up enough mass to become a star itself? Maybe it would have. Honestly, maybe it would have. Maybe all that material blowing up would have doubled our mass into a star. So maybe this becomes its own little star now. I don't know. Brown dwarf becomes a red dwarf. I mean, you'd think, right? Can we put it to 500? That's a red dwarf sort of size. It's not actually retaining the temperature. Maybe it charges it up for a little bit. Maybe it needs a little more mass to really get it going, but... No, I don't know why that's not retaining its temperature, but, you know, maybe the brown dwarf will eventually become a red dwarf at this point. I don't know. But you can see the orbits are in turmoil now because all that mass has been lost. But you got a new star that's spawned out of it, I guess. I mean, maybe. I don't know. On this one, I'm not sure. You know, would the mass of the hypernova have charged the star up with more mass, or would it have just blown the brown dwarf up? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe that would have been destroyed. See, maybe the outer... See, these guys were at 500 AU. Is that enough distance to survive the hypernova? See, I'm not entirely sure, because this is effectively a gamma ray burst here with a star like that. So, you know, I'm not seeing any of these surviving. I think they're too close to have survived that. The only maybe one that would have survived is this, but I really don't know. I think the black hole should be the only thing left, if I'm perfectly honest. Let you guys know. Let me know what you think. Obviously, we don't know what sort of damage a hypernova will cause, because we've never really seen one in action, really, and at close to see what sort of chaos it would cause. But, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I think only the black hole should be left at this point. We'll see mass-wise, about, what's it, about 1 point, yeah, sun. Also, we'll give it a little colour, but the way I see it, that's the only thing that should be left after a hypernova. You get a new black hole, and then everything else is disintegrated. And the only things that would have survived would have been the stuff that was ejected long time ago. So, there you go. That is the end of this birth to death system, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. I think we'll have a bit of a debate, you know, what would have survived the gamma ray hypernova burst at the end there. I don't think anyone would have. The only potential thing would have been that brown dwarf that may have become a red dwarf from a little bit of extra mass being received from that. But you know, way I see it, I think a gamma ray burst would have just obliterated it all. But yeah, maybe there's a debate there. You guys let me know what you think down below. But with that all said and done, hope you guys all enjoyed this version. Stay tuned for more in the future, and I'll see you in the next video. So make sure you press that like button as well. Subscribe for more. Helps on the journey to 40,000 subscribers as we're blasted past 37,000 now. So a massive thank you to everyone as well who's helped us on the journey so far. And yeah, that 40 milestone is probably coming by at least the autumn is my guess. So let's see if we can hit that mark. That'd be absolutely great. And yeah, that all said and done, guys. Like I said, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.